I apologize for that. You're going to have everything that you need as far as what Facebook group should I join. There's over 600, so you do want someone that will help you with that. I want you in groups that have 50,000, 100,000 members versus 2 or 5,000, 10,000. You want to be in the groups that are getting the most traffic, right? I mean, that makes sense. The people that are looking, and a lot of the people that are going to be your customers are people who are going to work from home groups, and they are searching out opportunities. Well, we have an amazing opportunity. So that's one of the things that is in our advantage. Number two, I want you to be in a popular group that gets tons and tons of traffic, and I know which groups that you need to be in for that. And number three, you have a great support system, training system that I'm going to provide to you and that you'll be able to provide to your customers as well. One thing I also want to tell you is getting to know your sponsor on a level of also, what do they do for me after I'm in these groups? Sure, I'm posting, I've got an ad, but what do I do, Marie? What do I do when they comment back and they say, I'd like some information, please? Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. And most people make the biggest mistake they could ever make, and they send them their website link. People don't do business with a link. And why would they want to go look at a link that you've just sent them when they don't even know what it's about? I know I don't want to go look at a website link that I know nothing about, and you will lose your customers every single time. This is why 95, or it might even be 96% of the people that work online are not successful. You're probably shaking your head thinking, I have worked online and not been successful. And that's why you have not had this type of training. And the company is not their responsibility to provide this type of training. IPS provides the best training I've ever seen on IPS. But how do I work online? That's the $1 million question. And what you're going to get from me is Facebook groups, posts, photos to use. What do I say to my customers when I respond to them? Well, you're going to have the access to the same thing. Your initial response, we only get, and this is what I tell my customers, we only get one opportunity to send them information and have them want more. So your information needs to tell some information about it, not too much because you don't want to confuse them, but it needs to excite them, get them interested so that they will say, yes, I'd like to talk about this further. I mean, that's everyone's goal in any business that they do. So sending the wrong thing to someone who comments on your post that will determine your success, just right there. There's so many factors involved in, am I going to be successful working online? Another thing is so after you've sent that to them, the information, letting them know a little bit, because you have to baby step. You can't just send someone, 5 paragraphs of information. I don't want to look at that. I know I don't. I know you don't. So you have to do it one step at a time. But what happens when they say, okay, thank you for that information, but I have a question about this or that, or tell me more? What are you going to do? You're going to send them your website link and lose them instantly? Because that's what 95% of the people do. And that is where I come in. And I think that everything that I do as a sponsor is huge, but this is taking it to the next level. Because I've never had a sponsor that's worked with me in this area that I'm about to share with you with, but I have realized over the years that if I don't, then you're not going to be successful. And I want to see you be successful. This is the gift that God has given me, the ability to work with people, the ability to help teach people how to work and train them. And, that God is in my business all day long. And if that offends you, then there are a lot of other people that you may be better off joining with. But, I will always, you'll look at my page and you'll know that that's me. I am wonderful, I am wonderful, but I'm a Christian and I'm not afraid to say it. And I know that God has given me gifts and I want to use them to help other people. That's just how my heart is. But so the next step, let's get back on track. The next step is talking to these people. So what I do with every single one of my customers is a group message. What does that mean? That means that when those people have a response and you don't know what to do, you're not going to know what to do. Even if you do all your training, you may be able to share a little bit of information with them, but you don't know how to really engage and talk, and that is something that I have come to realize has to be learned in a hands-on environment. So since we aren't sitting at a table together in an office talking to people, we have to do it the only way other way that I know how, and that is in a group message. And you'll be able to see, and you'll be able to remember and take notes and keep up with what it is that I say to people, and because that's learning experience for you. And I'm there to help you, not just, I'm not going to say you've got three chances, and if you don't know it, then you're out. No, I'm there to help you with it until you're comfortable. You may say, well, I'm going to try to do some of these on my own. That's fine. Just know that I'm right here. If you get into a situation where a question that you and I have been over with people, because most questions are pretty common, but when you get in one, if it's something you don't know, just send me a message. I'm right here to help you. I do this full-time. This is my full-time income. It is provided me to pay all of my bills, all of my daughter's bills in college, savings, travel, everything. But it also keeps me accessible to you morning, afternoon, and evening. That's the commitment that I've made to myself and to y'all as my customers, to be here for you almost 24/7, but I like it when y'all give me a little bit of rest. So that's just some of what I bring to the table, and I think it's very important, regardless of who you join this business with, get to know them, ask them questions, make sure they're answering them for you. If they can't answer your questions then they probably aren't going to be able to answer your questions later. I mean, that just makes common sense. So make sure you're comfortable with whoever it is that you join, and get the answers and get the knowledge that you need to make the best decision for you in this business. And I wish you well, and there will be one more video after this. So when you're finished with that, send me a friend request. Can't wait to get to know you.